Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Into the Breach. We're headed out to Pinnacle Robotics, where hopefully all of the enemies will freeze to death and we'll never have to worry about them. You know, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of thinking of this squad as being like a pretty defensive, like, we don't kill the enemies, but we negate their attacks kind of thing. But actually, we've really racked up a tremendous body count, I think. So it's hard for me to imagine it's wrong to go for lots and lots of rewards. We don't have to make it to the end of this island in perfect condition. We just have to make it to the end. We're still good on engineering dropout. Yeah, we can totally do this. So, I mean, that being the case, maybe it's not the right thing to do two difficult missions, which I, like, super want to do. No, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna really want to equip all of the cores we can find at the end of this island. So we have to freeze and defend both the robots, and for that purpose they have given us, of course, a freeze tank. And then we have our own little tank. We have a lot of tools to use here. Also, it's kind of nice that our mini tank allows us to push stuff without damaging it, because that may be really relevant here. Ooh, I do hate that thing. This is tricky. This is a tricky move. It makes it really hard to deal with this guy without killing one of the two robots. Well, we can have the push mech come around here and do a push. There's a lot of stuff on this screen right now. The push mech's push would allow us to smoke this guy out. Or just, you know, shoot him with the rocket mech or something. We can freeze one of them, and then... It's not great, actually. Right, so we do the push. We deal with this guy with the rocket mech. We freeze one of them. We run the jet mech out, and then use the... spawn the mini tank, use the mini tank to just push this off, so that it doesn't hit anything. And then this guy still gets his shot. We just take a damage. I don't know that I can stop it. But it sets us up really well for the rest of the battle, I think. Maybe really well is strong. But I think that it's right. Yeah, we can take a grid damage here and there. So this space won't actually get hit by this guy's attack. And this guy is the one we'll freeze. Yes, this should be fine. And now we can blow you up. I want to do it from here because I intend to push this thing up. So we definitely don't want to be standing here. Oh, if I push this guy down, then that's actually bad. So maybe I don't spawn the tank? Maybe instead of spawning the tank, I use Lily to kill this thing. And we just smoke this guy? So let's see. You have to be frozen. Your attack's not actually going to hit anything. It's a shame that this is going to hit here, actually. Because if it wasn't, then the right move for Lily would be to stand here and shoot this guy and just kill that with the smoke. That would be really cool, actually. There's probably a version of this that does that. I deal with the robots a little bit differently. But as things stand right now, it's definitely not safe. Let's smoke you out. And then Lily's just going to do this. It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. And we have not deployed our tank, and we take a building damage. But we also only have one spawn coming in. We're going to get another freeze next turn. Yeah, it's not so bad. Boy, that guy just had to put himself in a position where it would be really awkward for us to freeze him, huh? I noticed that the Shell Scion, unfortunately, does not give armor to our mech buddies here. So, it's unfortunate that there's smoke here right now, because I'd actually really love to have Abe come here and smoke this. We may have to play this a little bit differently than I would like. This is actually a real problem. Because we can't use smoke to stop his attack, it'll kill him. We can't get our tank anywhere near him. We can use our push tank to push him from above, but if I do, the push tank dies. And actually, it doesn't even stop. Yeah, it doesn't even fix it. We can't push him upward, because that kills him. Man, this is rough. So we have to push him down and then back if we want him to not deal damage to that building. Which we can do. Although it will cost us our mini-tank, because our mini-tank will have to stand in the fire to do it. And actually, never mind, we can't do that, because the Alpha Blobber's in the way. Although we can move the Alpha Blobber. So this is bad, we don't want this to happen. That's pretty easy to fix, though. We don't really have to do anything about this. So, like, we use the plane to deal with this guy. We shoot the Alpha Scarab with the rocket mech, maybe? Or, since we can't freeze this thing, we just freeze the Alpha Scarab. It's actually not bad. Oh, I could... If we deal with the Alpha Scarab, I can prevent this damage by freezing the building. Freeze will protect the building from one shot. So... Lily shoots this guy with a rocket. Camilla smokes that guy. We use Abe to push the Shell Scion onto the spawner. Or we have Abe stand on the spawner and then deploy smoke, maybe. Just like really smoke out this bottom area to make it awkward for the mech to the Vec to move around in. That's not bad. Actually, I like that a lot. So you just step out of the way, I guess. Actually, should move her to here. Again, just like generate smoke where we can. Oh no, I can't do that. That guy's too close. Okay, do this. I think I would rather Camilla be closer to the middle. Well, you know what? Actually, we can have Camilla deploy the tank here. Yeah, the tank could just push this guy back into the smoke. That solves the problem just as well. And that means I have my tank out. So where do we want Camilla to stand when we do that? I guess it doesn't really matter. We could have Camilla block the spawn. If we do that, then... we could have Abe do a damage to the Shell Sign by just bouncing it off the side of the jet, which is fine. Yeah, I don't really see like a terribly fancy way to do this. I think this is fine. We'll just push you onto the spawner. We'll deploy the tank. I'm fine where I'm at. Tank does this. And then... Alright, we gotta get over here to this robot at some point. Hopefully it won't run into the fire of its own volition at any point, which I guess is a thing that could happen and would be disastrous. Okay, it moved into a spot where we can freeze it pretty easily. That's a minor problem, definitely solvable. This is complicating matters. I guess we just shoot him into the fire. So, like, Camilla does this. Get rid of the armor. Shoot you into the fire to be done with you. There's the freeze. Let's see. Abe just blocks a spawn. Doesn't really matter which one. And the mini tank does that. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything with Abe. I don't want to get too cocky. It's totally a thing that I definitely do. But this feels like it's going really well, right? So, I mean, this turn, we hardly have to do anything. How much damage does your attack do? Only... Oh, it does 4. No, it does 3. Oh, right, the third point of damage is from the push. I was thinking, we can make this guy kill his friend, which is funny. It sounds horrible when I say it that way, but you know what I mean. We just put a little bit of damage onto that dude, and then we step out of the way. Mini tank does what mini tank does. And you, chill those people out. They were having kind of a tough time. You just, like, calm them down a little. Here, you get to repair yourself. I don't have time for this, he says, and then just literally sits back and watches the mission end. Alright, we're just going to build up a real big stack of cores. It's going to be so satisfying when we get to actually apply them. So break 5 buildings out of the ice and end the battle with less than 4 mech damage. You know, that's not actually super easy for us. It's hard for us to break these buildings out up here, because the plane can't do it. Defend the robots, protect the emergency batteries. Okay, I like this one. I like this one with the mine-laying robots. I do not like the huge number of enemies that just spawned. That's a problem for me. I kind of want to be at the back, far away from the action, but also at the back means I don't have access to the left 2 columns, which makes me a little nervous. Let's be over here instead. You know, I think I put the jet too far out to the side. That was not ideal. It's hard to know what the monsters are going to do this on this one, though, because you don't have any control over the robots, and so they run to weird positions, and that was awesome, though. Oh, wow, and then the Vec lined up in such a way that we don't actually have to do almost anything to them. This is a very good start. So let's push this guy back onto the spawner, blow you up with the artillery, and then just smoke you. Or probably not smoke you, probably like the jet flies onto here and then launches the pusher, which does nothing, I guess. It just kind of like positions itself for stuff. I think that's probably right. Because screw this guy forever. Actually, I kind of screwed up here, huh? Because now I can't push or I'll kill that robot. And I can't smoke or I'll kill that robot. SB. You big idiot. Here, I'm gonna do this. This was definitely not the original plan, but it's the thing I'm doing now. This is only a little bit different in terms of outcome. And hopefully we'll get some more lucky Vec running onto mines for no reason. Come on, you want to come over here and attack him? Aw. Okay, let's see. We probably just shoot this guy up, right? Then put him at half health. I can push this guy up and then have the support tank push him onto the ice mine. I like that. Just not just choosing not to deal with him. I guess actually I want to do this like this so that the smoke is here and it makes these buildings more awkward to attack. And then okay. It does kind of seem like, due to me repeatedly changing pilots and everything, it does kind of seem like we might have a hard time actually getting everybody to max level. This is pretty straightforward. Trying to figure out what the right version of this is. It's probably this. And then you come here and you stand here. We get a little bit more damage out of doing it this way than we would from having Abe come over and just push this guy to the side. Pinnacle probably has no way of knowing what's happening up here, right? Well, I mean, get out of here with that. Alright, back to full power once more. So now, let's see, what else? Block Vex spawning 3 times. I mean, we're pretty good at that, but this mission doesn't look super easy, and we really don't need the power. So we can do this. Yeah, let's do this one. Just have to keep damage off these factories, which I think should be fairly straightforward. I think I'm going to put the artillery mech here with the intention of using this as the as our axis of movement, but being here gives us the option of playing in this row instead if we want, as opposed to playing here, which pretty much means that we only have access to column H. And actually, I'm going to move... Let me think here. If I'm trying to manipulate enemy movement, what do I do? Unfortunately, I'm not really sure like what the manipulable targeting behaviors of these enemies are. Oh, hey, time pods. Hey, Lily, it's your birthday in some timeline. It's always 5 o'clock in some timeline. Possibly. Okay, so the factories are gonna just crap out cannon mechs all over the place, which may or may not be horrible for us. I guess we'll find out. So... let's see. This is actually... this is interesting. So we could just fire the rocket mech backwards and smoke this guy out. This is a problem, though. These guys are actually... these guys set themselves up in a pretty good way. We could... now, this is a real problem. We have no way of accessing the Alpha Firefly. Or the one in the back, rather. Because we could solve this problem with smoke if I could get Abe around the backside, but I can't because of this. We could use... we could throw the tank over the back and use the tank to push this guy forward, but that still doesn't give me an opening. And also, we're going to lose our perfect island if we don't pick this up. I really don't want to take 2 grid damage. That seems like a little excessive. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it. We could... so we can't push this guy at all. Like, the mini tank isn't helpful here. Yeah, this is bad. We can shoot the mini tank over the back. Like, I can move the jet mech to Man, there's so many angles from which I can approach this, and none of them matter. We can move the jet mech like over here to block a spawn. Fire the mini tank somewhere and do something with it. We can have Abe move to here afterward, claim this, do a push to do a small amount of damage to both of these guys, and then that's it. We take one building hit for 2 damage that I don't see a way to avoid. Let's see. Nobody else can deal with the Alpha Scorpion, because I only have the 1 space jump, and the tank can't affect it, and Abe can't affect it. So this does actually have to happen. I'm pretty sure. Or I could just let Lily get hit for 3, but that doesn't seem very good because there's nothing else she can do. She can't take that hit in a way that's actually helpful. So we can stand here. Right, like this feels terrible. Smoking this guy is not better than just pushing him, I think. Abe has a lot of health and armor, so he can just take a 3 damage hit. He'll be alright. Oh, I can't even put the tank in a place that actually matters. Well, I mean, I should definitely deploy it, though. Right? Yeah. And we just, like, push this robot into that guy. We don't have to protect these robots. That does a small amount of extra damage. And then we just lose 2 grid power. It's not awesome, but I don't see what the other option was. We'll recover it. I'm not worried. Unfortunately, we do have kind of a lot of enemies still active. Okay, but most of them aren't actually doing anything, which is helpful. Oh, Lily, why can't you have one more move? If Lily could get back to here, that would be really great. Actually, this works, right? Because she does 2 damage to him on the hit, 1 more on the push, and then also the tile is on fire, so he dies from the fire. And then he's the only person who's actually threatening a building. With these guys, we do a push. No, they attack in the wrong order. I was going to say we could do a push and then just let the one guy kill the other guy, but that doesn't quite work. Well, in that case, we could just smoke him. That's not terrible. Yeah, this seems like an okay time to apply the smoke. And then, unfortunately, he doesn't really get... Camilla doesn't really get to do anything. She has to smoke the beetle, because otherwise the beetle will charge up and hit Lily for a ton. I really would have liked to move the Alpha Scorpion onto the spawner here, but I don't think that's a thing I can actually do. So I guess, as always, try to do this in such a way that I end up closer to the middle of the field. Move here and just smoke. And then... we could just stay where we are and bounce this guy off of Abe. That would mean that Abe couldn't tank another 3 damage hit, and there are so many things out here that do 3 damage. I kind of think that must be wrong. I'm just gonna move over here. Let's get closer to the center of the action. Alright, so we still have a lot of enemies, which means there probably won't be too many spawns. Okay, and most of the enemies are not actually attacking in any meaningful way. So let's see, there's lots and lots of ways to deal with this guy. All I have to do is move out of this row. Yeah, in fact, almost all of the enemies are attacking Camilla. So what? Camilla just smokes this guy. We can use the rocket mech to pretty easily kill you. Or not kill, but damage. Damage and move. Now it's a kill. And you just like don't even have to do anything, which is actually fine. Cause Abe could use a turn to just heal himself. That would be okay. Yeah, just kind of like get in the middle and heal. This guy misses. This guy kills that guy. Okay. Not super happy with the fact that I took 2 damage at the beginning. Could not figure out how to get out of it. So you're easy to kill, you're easy to kill. You're honestly also pretty easy to kill. But I do, like, I have to get all of them. Okay, let's consider. So Lily can get this guy. All I have to do is move out of that guy's attack. Yeah, okay, this is actually quite straightforward. I should probably try to make sure somebody hits level 3, I guess. You know what? We can even do that. It doesn't kill him, but it sure does show him who's boss. Yeah, it's not exactly a perfect mission. Okay, Silica, welcome to the team. Boy, do we want to run Silica? I'm assuming that powering Silica's thing wouldn't kill our engineering dropout. How much XP does this Silica have on him? Not a lot. You know what? I'm not gonna do this, just in case. Just in case it does count for some weird reason. No powering a pilot modification. I don't know. Let's do this. This should be pretty straightforward. The ice storm makes things easier. Take less than 3 grid damage. Yeah, we can totally do this. It is a little bit awkward for the artillery mech. I think I'm gonna just try to play in this area. And we just have to hope that the ice storm is cooperative. Okay. Well, obviously, I don't love most of what happened there. So if we move Abe to here and do a push, this beetle will not quite kill the other enemy, right? He only does 1 damage. What an embarrassingly small number. But, like, I really need him not to crash through the time pod. If I can just move the jet, put the mini tank somewhere, then have it shoot this thing up. I don't want to put the mini tank above it and shoot downward, because I don't want it to break this guy out of the ice. If I do this thing, I'm going to have to heal Abe out of the ice or break him out somehow, but it's pretty good aside from that. Good enough to be worth doing, I think. You can just come right here and deal with this, because screw that Scion forever, and I do not want him getting frozen and becoming functionally invulnerable. Okay, I think that's a pretty good turn. Abe is, you know what? I just realized that dude looks Japanese. His name is almost certainly Abe, not Abe. Well, I feel kind of dumb. Let's see. He wants to break our guy out. I think we probably just let him. This has to get smoked by the plane, right? I don't see any other way of dealing with that. We don't have to worry about him. He gets frozen. This attack has no consequence. Actually, almost nothing that happens here. Like, the enemies failed to do anything of import. Yes, you can, like, come here and do 1 damage to that guy. You just block a spawn, I suppose? Right, I don't think it's worth breaking him out or anything. I guess I could have done this in such a way that the beetle charges across and rams this guy into the mountain, but that's a lot more complex and it doesn't really like do anything extra for us. I should probably shoot something just to put smoke on the ground. And just like make it more awkward for the enemies to break him out. Oh man, it freezes the buildings too? That's very good. That's very, very good for us. Those are some powerful winter storms if they can flash freeze an entire building. Okay, we can smoke this. We can have the support tank push this guy into that guy to do 1 damage to him, and then kill him with Lily, and that means she doesn't have to move off of her spawner. And then we can just do the smoke pellet here once Abe's freed. That seems pretty alright. Okay, and this way we get no new spawns, and like most of the buildings are frozen, so I feel fairly confident we won't be losing any more power. Okay, that's not a problem. So we probably just do this, right? And then Abe can actually kill this thing, which will be good for our little bit of XP. We want to do it this way, so that when I move out of the shot here, he doesn't just get to hit the plane. Actually, is there a way for me to end this with a kill? No, there isn't. I don't think so. Well, we can do this just for spite. Yeah. We showed that mountain who's boss. Now the landscape will forever remember the incredible power of whatever the heck our name is. The Rusty Hearts. That's probably right. If that's not right, it should be. Wow, we've had very good time pods. Ooh, I do like this weapon. I don't know that it's worth equipping on this team because we have pretty good stuff already, but I do like it. All right, we are right at the end of this. We are as powered as we are allowed to be right now. Okay, all we have to do is destroy the bot leader and not lose the tower. And actually, no, we don't have to do any of those things. All we have to do is not lose the game, really. That other stuff is all secondary. Just thinking, like, rows and column for our artillery. So how awesome is this bot leader? If damaged, this unit will shield itself and prepare to heal. Yeah, like, we don't need the perfect island. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it. It would be nice, though. So you, as an alpha beetle, will deal 3 damage on hit, which means we just want to push you down, probably. So, like, Abe comes over here, does a push. We move the plane somewhere. Doesn't really matter where. Oh, no. I was going to say that we could just push the bot leader down with Lily's rocket, but actually, pushing it down means it no longer affects this building and instead affects this building. What we could do is have Lily move here after we move Abe and then just shoot away from him and smoke him. That's probably right. Okay. Yeah, okay. This puts Abe a little further out of the action than I like. But he's pretty fast. And this is the cleanest version of this, I think. Just move Lily to here and fire backwards. This is only 1 damage different than directly shooting him. And then you move to... I don't know, doesn't matter. Here, I guess. Deploy your tank. Which cannot move to... the tank can't move through water? Because any one of our mechs would be able to go here and then here. But the tank's not massive, and all mechs are massive. Oh wait, this is just an alpha beetle. It's not a leader beetle. Just put him in the water. Yeah, that works fine. I was very into getting him to kill the Scion, but that was actually totally okay. Alright. So he's gonna try to get out of the fact that we have damaged him. But the shield will break in 1 hit, right? So what we probably want to do here is use the plane to break the shield and then shoot him directly with the rocket mech, and that way... Let me think. Where's the spot? It's a little awkward, actually. So we're not actually in a tremendous amount of danger over here. We can kind of mess around a little bit. The best way to do this would be for the jet to go here and then jump over here, and then Lily to move here and fire. But we can't do that, obviously, because of the smoke. The reason I want to do it that way is because then we get to bounce the bot leader off of the jet as well, which is pretty cool. But that not being available to us, what do we want to do? Let's see. We could move Abe here and deploy the smoke. And then I could still do the jump over and shoot thing. I just have Lily shoot him from the top, which is bad because we don't get the bonus push damage, but we still do deal a lot of damage. Also, the fact that he actually does get pushed means he won't take damage from the smoke either. And then support tank just pushes this thing into the water. Because we actually, like, I would like to kill the bot leader. It would be nice to get the perfect island. We don't need it, but it would be nice. Yeah, because the armor won't protect him from the smoke. I wonder if I'm better off just letting him eat the smoke damage. Because it's only a 1 damage difference, right? And instead having the rocket mech come over here and shoot this guy to the side so that we don't get an extra robot. We do have to kill this dude, though. Right now he has 5 health, so health... Yeah, we should put on as much damage as we can. I'm a little worried about getting through all of it, as you can tell. Okay. That's not great. So we come up here, push this down. It saves the building and kills the armor Vec. Or the armor Scion, which I like. Then... Oh no, it doesn't kill the armor Scion because the blob will die in the electric damage. That said, Abe doesn't actually have a lot of moves, so that might be the thing he can do. We can easily save... we can save the corporate tower. We're going to lose our tank, but that's fine, I think. This is more of a problem. We actually don't have a lot of ways of affecting this guy now because he's in a space that is... not adjacent to a lot of land. I can smoke him, which will deal 1 damage to him right during the smoke before he reshields. But that means we have to get 2 damage onto him during the next turn. Unfortunately, I don't really have an option on that one. And that kind of means that actually Lily doesn't get to do anything of value. So maybe Lily just comes over here and deals with this thing, and that lets Abe do... what? Nothing really, I guess. Let's Abe come over here and push, and like we get a little bit of extra damage on these guys. Damage on this guy doesn't actually help us very much, though. Because if he's alive during the enemy turn, he's already done all of his damage. Like, it won't help us to kill him during our next turn. And we're just going to take 2 more power damage? That feels bad, but... is it stoppable? It is stoppable. What we could do instead is we could... so like this always happens, I think. In every version of the plan, this happens. And then our poor support tank gets vec'd real hard. We could have the artillery mech hit the Alpha Beetle, push him backwards, then have Abe run over here and push this guy in front of him, which would mean this building still takes 1 damage on the push, but it's just 1 damage. But then Camilla has to deal with this guy, or we still take 2 building damage. We just take it as 1 in 1 instead of 2. A single hit of 2, which is... it's bad. And it means we almost certainly don't get to kill this guy, because he'll... not only will he not be at lower health, but he'll actually heal. So nope, I think we just let this happen. I think it's the only play. I'm actually going to do this from here, because I think the odds that any enemy ends up standing in this space are basically 0, and this prevents this space from becoming inhospitable to me. And then you can't affect this guy. He's done a good job of surrounding himself with smoke without actually being in any smoke. An incredibly clever maneuver. And we do this just because it does damage to the beetle. It might make it slightly easier for us to kill that beetle. Alright, so we have to break his shield and do 2 damage to him, which occupies both of these guys. Okay, that's actually fine. No, it's not. Shoot, I don't have enough move. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can't get a perfect island. We can. We have a 24% chance of a perfect island, I think. Right, because there's no version of this where I get to do enough damage to this guy with just one mech. Or no, that's not... No, yeah, that's right. So I can destroy this and do one thing to him. Or I can do two things to him, which kills him. And Abe never, no matter which version of the plan it is, Abe never gets to participate. This is the danger of moving people out to the side this much. Alright, let me think. I can put Abe here. Does that help at all? No, right? We can go here. No, that doesn't do anything. Wait. No, this only explodes for one. No, this explodes for one, though. Hold on. I got it. If we move Lily to here, we push this guy down. That means that we do, in fact, have enough movement for Abe to stand here. Abe, the plane has to move over. Abe pushes this thing up next to the enemy. Nope, it still doesn't work. And then the plan was going to be the jet jumps over him, dealing 1 damage, which doesn't deal damage, it breaks the shield, but puts smoke on him. Then he takes damage from the smoke, then he takes damage from the blob exploding. But it doesn't work because this thing will kill the blob, and so the blob will not explode. We could put the bot leader down in front of this guy, but that also doesn't help because we use... Like, if we use the artillery, we do 0 damage on the hit. We push him 1, and then he takes 1. Yeah, that doesn't work. There's got to be a way. We're so close, right? It's frustrating because it's so very close to being good. It's like we can protect the corporate tower easily. And I can kill the bot easily. I just can't do both. Man, everything on hard does 3 damage except for the things that we are able to use to hit this bot leader. So the only out I see is we use the jet mech to break the shield, we use the rocket mech to get the kill. The pulse mech does something that doesn't matter, like pushes this guy into that guy to get a kill. And then we just let the blob go off next to the corporate tower, and there's a 24% chance we get a perfect island. The thing is, if I'm not confident that that happens, it makes more sense to save the tower than it does to destroy the bot leader, because the tower is a star and a power, whereas the leader is just a star. It does feel so... It feels like we're so close. The problem is that I just can't find a way for Abe to contribute. God, if we could freeze the tower or something, you know... Sorry for going quiet. Dead air is bad broadcast standards. It's a bad practice, but I'm really Racking my brain here. Please do, of course, if you see the answer. Tell me in the comments below what it is that you saw. Man, there's so many ways to deal 1 damage to this guy while killing the blob. I think that's what we have to do. I think we just lose our corporate island. Or we lose our perfect island. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm being silly. The perfect island is worth 2. So actually, I think the way the math works out is it's right to try the grid defense plan. Right, because the difference is one of these ways I get a star, and the other way I get probably also a star -1 power, but maybe 4 stars. Effectively, by getting a pilot that's worth 2 stars that we can sell. I think it's right to try it. But it still feels to me like I'm missing, like there is a way and I'm missing it. So it's really easy to deal 1 damage to him. Almost everything we can do deals 1 damage. Camilla jumping deals 1 damage. Lily shooting him into smoke or shooting him into the jet or anything like that deals 1 damage. Or me moving the jet and then Lily pushing him down into this space also deals 1 damage, assuming that I killed the blob. What I really need is for Abe's pulse thing to get so powerful that it can move this building slightly. Yeah, the real problem here is that we don't have the 2 damage smoke. Getting that achievement has cost us a considerable amount of reputation here. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and think about this anymore. If you found the good solution, please do. Leave that in the comments below. I'm going to do the one where we hope the blob doesn't blow up the corporate tower, because I think that'll at least be fun. So, there's no way to do this that's particularly better than any other way, I don't think. It's just like these 2 mechs gang up and kill this guy, and then we do this and get a kill. Yeah, I'm committing. I'm going to stop thinking about it. So it's just, you know, it's whatever version of this thing. And then the corporate tower survived. Nope. Okay. That worked once. I thought maybe it would work again. Yeah, we actually came down to 1 movement on Abe, short of making that really great. Oh well. Rolled the dice and lost. The good news is we did it. We did a couple of difficult achievements here. We're going to get engineering dropout as soon as we hit the Leave Island button. So let's spend some reputation. I think of the pilots we have, probably we don't want to not use Silica. Just trying to think, like, where does Silica go? Because we probably don't want to get rid of Lily. I think of our pilots, Lily is the least impressive, and she's still quite good. You know, we probably get rid of Abe, honestly. Sorry, buddy. It was a fun ride. We have a rail cannon, projectile that does more damage to targets that are further away, and also has a pushback, which is cool. Some Astra bombs that are just worse than the bombs that I have now. Yeah, okay, so we're not buying weapons. We also have the teleporter. which I don't think we use. So I think we sell that. And then we buy like probably 2 reactor cores and 5 grid power, and then we just go to the final fight because I don't think we're going to gain a lot more power. Hold on. So 6 reactors to work with would mean that we... I mean, hold on. Silica doesn't go here. Right, we do this, probably. Or maybe, like, Camilla gets swapped to the Pulse Mech. Yeah, maybe we do this thing. So you stay here. Because it sure doesn't make any sense for Camilla to be in here. Well, I guess... You know what? We actually have had problems, right? With the rocket mech not being able to fire because the space it wants to be in is smoked. And Lily certainly makes more sense in this mech. SB, drag the box into the right box. So yeah, sometimes being able to do the double hop with the jet seems awesome. So we would probably like pull the 2 health. That seems unnecessary. Honestly, maybe the 1 move as well. That goes into double shot. +1 range, maybe also +1 damage. But like, let's say we 2 power spoken for. We have to power this up the rest of the way. That's very important. Because remember, we still have an achievement to get in the final battle. I think we can. We just have to power this thing up the rest of the way. I don't know. I'm looking at this and thinking maybe it is, in fact, worth going to a 4th island. No, we should just go for it. I'm going to go ahead and just spend the rest of it on grid power. We're going to leave the island so that we get our achievement. Just for safety's sake, just to make me feel better. We are definitely, at the very least, giving you that. You should probably pick this up. Let's say for now that we do it this way. Oh, I guess she has a... So that leaves us with 4 reactors. I almost certainly want to pick up +1 range. And then with 2 reactors left, we could get 1 extra damage on the artillery shot. We could get an extra use of the smoke pellets. I don't think that's necessary. Shield self is totally a possibility. Or we could just really go all the way in on the jet mech and make it the best mech that the world has ever seen. I kind of want to do that. I'm a little worried about this one only having 1 move. Or this one only having 3 move, not having +1 move, obviously. Now let's do this. We're going real heavy on Silica, even though the whole plan here was not to run Silica. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, shall we? We're pretty late in the video. I should probably try to make this fast. So this is a little tricky. Like, I want to manipulate this guy's targeting, but it's tricky because I don't know where the buildings are going to be yet. But he can move to here, so let's try to entice him to here. I'll set up like this. We'll see if we can't draw him to this space where we don't have to worry about him blowing up a lot of buildings. I was really hoping that the lava line was just going to go like that. Okay, that worked. That's beautiful. so you're a boss. You are massive, so I can't just push you in the water, unfortunately. Let's see. So the only one we actually are worried about right now is this one. And remember, we do have to try to deal 12 damage with smoke. That means 6 smoke hits over the course of 4 turns. The 2 halves of this battle are treated as 2 different battles in almost every way, so I'm assuming that we will not get the achievement for doing 12 damage spread over the 2 halves. It probably all has to be in one. So I just got to figure out how to make that work. Well, so it's not too hard to stop damage from happening this turn. I'm just trying to figure out if we can do like something even better. But like we could just move Lily here, smoke, and then probably what I would do is jump to here. You do 3 damage. That's awkward. Okay, what we could do instead... See, what I want to do is jump and also use the tank, so we have both of them available. But I might have to just accept that that's not a good idea. Yeah, I like this play a lot. It gives a lot of protection to these two, and it gives us 2 smoke hits right away. So then probably... Probably move like this. Shoot the tank out here. We can handle this way because now Camilla is in the artillery mech. And we move this guy over here so he blocks the spawn and also shoots his partner there. I feel pretty good about that. So that gets us 2 of our 6 smoke hits. And remember, if we fail to get 6 smoke hits here, it's not the end of the world because we do get to try again on the underside. Man, that pilot change is already paying dividends. Okay, how much health do you have? You have enough that you will survive if I jump you. So I'm thinking what we do here is we move Camilla up here. It puts her in a real awkward place. But it also really damages this guy. Right, because we push him down into the smoke. That's smoke hit number 3. I'm having some second thoughts, as you might be able to tell from the sudden silence. Because I don't really have a clean way of dealing with this now. Oh, yes I do. Because this shields buildings now. This is awesome. You just move to here and push that guy onto the spawner. And you fly to here and then jump over, which does not result in an additional smoke hit, but it does result in us not taking any building damage, which is hard to argue with. So 3. Still gotta find 3 more. And we only have 2 turns in which to do it. We are on the clock here. Okay, that's easy enough. We can generate more smoke with Camilla's shot by just facing her away from him. Does environmental stuff happen before smoke? No, it's after. Okay. So if we were to smoke this guy, he would take the smoke damage. So, like, Camilla can just... Oh, I'm not allowed to fire off the map. I was thinking I would just, fire that way and generate a smoke. That's still going to be what I do. But I'm just going to have to do it from here where I'm standing in a fire. No, she only has 3 move. That's right. Things are different now. Things are worse now. Well... Maybe she can do it next turn? So I have to smoke you. This guy sucks, and I hate him. So I don't want to have to hit him because there's no way for me to smoke. There's no way for me to do a jump that includes him that also actually causes a smoke hit. And it looks like we're only going to get at most 1 smoke hit this turn. Okay, I could have Lily run up to here and push this guy into smoke. So that'll be 4. Then we can have Silica jump over these 2, kill them so that the Scion Tyrant is dead. We can't get any other smoke hits on that way though. So we'll be at 4 and we'll just have to find 2 during the last round, which is not impossible. Right, and there's no way for me to... No, there's no way for me to, like, finagle the jumps so that I get multiples here. What I can do is just lay down more smoke. Just make as much smoke as possible. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to do. The other thing that's cool about this is that it shields this building, which might be relevant. I kind of forgot about the fact that it was going to push him. Does that change anything? No, I don't think so. Because I can't jump over him to line up a smoke shot without killing him. That's right, like you do this to here, I guess. And then, honestly, I don't know that I want to block the spawn. I mean, I guess I kind of have to, right? Because I need to use the support tank to... Oh no, I've left myself no way to deal with this. Well, if I decide not to deal with the Scion Tyrant, then we lose the support tank. And if that's going to happen anyway, I can just move the support tank to here and do this. Okay, and you just have to not be in the corner, I guess. Or you have to not be here. I really wish I could just stand in a big fire. You know? You ever get that feeling? This guy's going to move to here. We'll, almost certainly. And then we'll move to here and fire down and smoke him out. Okay. Yeah, I feel alright about that. So that was 4. We have a lot of smoke. We have a lot of push. Oh, that sucks. It sucks for that space to be a spot where a fireball's going to land. Oh, no, we're good, though, I think. Right, yeah, both of these guys have enough health that I can do this. Although, that does put me in a fire. Hold on. So the storm smoke goes off before the Scion Tentacle, which means that if I just push right now, that guy goes into the smoke. What do you do? I guess you stand here and just shoot him with the normal artillery weapon because your smoke damage won't be needed, right? We use the jet. We have to use the jet to jump these two guys if we want our smoke damage. And then we're going to take a little power hit. My concern is that if I have Silica do this jump, then Silica's going to take a fire damage at the beginning of the turn, and if the Scion Tyrant is still alive, he'll die. So I think we got to push the Scion Tyrant into the Storm Smoke, which will kill him, because it does 2 damage. Yes, and then we take a hit here, and that is what that is. Just fly above the fire. What's wrong with you? But nobody else is really in danger, and this gets us our achievement for sure. Okay, excellent. Champion. Whoever built these should build all buildings in this world. We need that architect to come with us from timeline to timeline. We need to go back just slightly further, and they need to spend a couple of years reinforcing all the buildings on each of the islands. Okay, I don't want to get overconfident here, but I feel very good about our chances of winning. And we got what I was assuming would be 2 relatively difficult achievements, in addition to getting all 3 of the squad achievements. This has just been a great run. And I haven't even played flawlessly. I'm 100% sure of that. Because we had some situations, right? Alright, let's see where we end up. Well, a lot of people here committed to not giving me a lot of good options. I can respect that. So we could drop the Firefly Leader into the lava. It won't kill him, but it will cancel his attack and set him on fire. We still have to move you and you, and it would be cool if I moved you... Actually, I have to move you... No, you're not firing both directions. It would be cool if I could move you up, but I don't... We could do that with the tank, maybe. So, like, if I... It's a shame I can't move one more space, because I would love to be here. Right, you get hit with the rocket. Or no, we do this. That's not a bad play. It does mean we don't get to block the spawn. I wish this mech also had one more movement. It'd be really cool if I could be here, fire upward, smoke this guy. Ah. So if I want to use the tank, I actually have to put this plane in a place that doesn't really matter. Is that okay? I think it is. Right, so we just have Lily do this. So, Firefly Leader is now ticking away, taking damage. The plane just ends up, like, over here somewhere, I guess. It doesn't, I don't think, super matter where. We do this to block a spawn. And Camilla... It would be best if I could... It would be best if I could shoot this in some way that leaves the smoke in a place where it matters, but I don't think I can, so I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, so we still get 2 spawns. It's a lot of enemies. We didn't manage to get any environmental kills. Which means that this coming turn, there's going to be, like, 7 enemies or something. No, we blocked 1 spawn. There's going to be 6. That's a lot to deal with. And I didn't block any spawns with my body, which means that none of the tentacles are coming up under a spawn point. Which is something that's always really nice. Okay. Well, I can just let this guy deal with that, which is nice. We can easily push him onto here. So, like, here's what I'm thinking. Man, it's a shame we can't get Lily down to here. I'm thinking we could go with, we go jump, jump. Smoke these two guys. I guess you don't even need to be smoked, though, do you? Yeah, but I still think I want to, right? It's like jump. Jump. Camilla, unfortunately, is in a spot where she can't hit this guy at all. Which complicates things a little bit for her. She kind of can't do anything this turn. I mean, I guess actually what I could do is shoot this guy and kill him. I know he's not actually a threat right now, but also getting rid of him was probably good. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of grid damage here to get some nice setup going. I could just smoke you instead of pushing you, I guess. This isn't really where I want to lay that smoke. Honestly, I kind of want to lay it right where she is, but unfortunately that's obviously not a great idea. Yeah, I'll just do a push here. That's fine. It's not super fun, but it's fine. And then you do not get to affect the map at all. I shouldn't have pushed. I guess it's not a big deal. I can, like, be here. I was saying I could have, like, come here and laid a smoke right there while shooting that guy, and that would have made the Renfield bomb harder to mess with. That was a small error. It's not worth resetting the turn for, probably. Oh, that's right. You're dead anyway because you were on fire. As soon as I lost vision of the fire, I forgot it was there because I have the object permanence of a 3-year-old or a cat or something. Okay, that's a lot of falling rocks. We might be able to get some value on that. Nope. Nope. All of the enemies have decided not to be anywhere near that. I mean, I guess I can't really blame them, but I'm still frustrated by it. These two are in perfect smoking position, and of course, one space too far away for me to do that thing. You know what, though? Lily can help. Right, I could do this. Now you have the move necessary to get over here. You could take a shot, but it doesn't protect the thing, but what we could do instead is just fire like that to smoke you. And then, just sacrifice this guy to prevent a spawn. How does shielding work? Will the shield only be broken by... It says direct damage. Oh, I guess I don't need to do a push there anyway. The smoke is going to kill that guy. I was curious whether the push damage would break the shield. I don't know if I have ever seen that happen. I mean, I'm certain I have, but I don't remember it. It's maybe a better way to put it. Alright, Mini Tank has been a total hero. Like, run MVP. Okay, so... I don't care about you. You're not doing enough damage to the Renfield bomb to kill it, and you don't... Your attack doesn't push, right? Yeah. So you're irrelevant. And actually, if we smoke this guy, we just win? I guess I mean, I'll do it this way. Right, because all of the enemies combined are doing at most 2 grid damage now. But I'm going to deny them even that. Unfortunately, I can't really do it the way I want to, because there's a lot of lava in inconvenient places here. Yeah, actually, maybe I can't. What's the attack order? Okay, this guy's early enough in the attack order that maybe we can. I can do this, and this. And you can, I don't know, jump again. Just more smoke. More smoke forever. Silica saw how much fun we were having on the run, and he was like, no, I have to get in on that. I have to be a part of it. I know they left me in the garage for a reason, but I just can't help myself. Alright, man, pretty good. I'm really pleased with the way that run worked out. You know, Lily, if you know anything about how this timeline stuff works, you know there's an infinite chance, an infinite % chance, that you'll see not only another version of them, but every version of them. Right? That's how that works? Listen, I'll be honest with you, physics, not my strong suit. You might ask SB, what is your strong suit? And to that I would say, that's a great question. I someday hope to find it. You know, this is not a great score. I definitely let a lot of buildings get destroyed over the course of this, but on the whole, I'm really happy about that run. So, Lily Reed with Reactor Move is pretty good. I don't love grid defense. I always have a problem with grid defense. I mean, we could just bring Silica to the next thing. Let me think. We're doing Flame Behemoths next, right? You know what? Honestly, I think Reactor Move Lily is the one who we're gonna bring. Not that she's necessarily more powerful than Silica, but Silica is so good that he's kind of like a boring default choice. So, hey, look at that. We did it. And I think we did a really great job. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unlock these guys right now. And that's a thing that I have feelings about. We got to do that. Okay, so listen, the whole plan for the series was we were going to get all the coins anyway. So, yeah, we're going to do this. There's a little bit of stuff left. We've done almost all of the meta achievements. This, obviously, we will get in time. I do have to intentionally blow up a bunch of time pods, but honestly, I think this is going to be the easiest of these challenge runs. I was not expecting to get the other 4 without doing runs specifically for those purposes. So I'm really pleased about our progress here. This is a thing that, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to have to go back and do a couple of other achievements. But we're coming back for the Flame Behemoths next time. And after that, I want to do Customized Squad. So, beat the game with 3 flying mechs, beat the game with 3 different mechs from the same class, beat the game with 3 of the same mech. So it looks like we might have to do a couple of customized squad runs. That'll be fun. So, I don't know what the best way is to instruct on this, but I would like for people to start voting on what they want to see in a squad, a custom squad run. We're gonna do the custom squads until we get all those achievements. Then we'll mix in randoms and going back to get the achievements we missed until we get our 25 coins. Yeah. I think that's going to be fun. So, thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time for Fire. An entire world of fire. We're just going to set the entire timeline on fire. And not just that one, but all of them forever, because that's how time travel works. And we'll see you then.